It's the NFL on EA Sports. And up next, we'll see this team's leader at quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. We're just moments away from the action on Monday Night Prime Time.
We've all waited long enough to get here. It's time for some football as we welcome you to the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for joining us, football fans. I'm Kate Scott, joined in the booth by my partner, Brock Hewitt. And this week, Brock, got one group coming in.
I'd like to know how every single body feels down there. We don't. My guess is they're all hurting a little bit because once you get past the opener, you're never quite 100%. So I typically will lean with the team coming off a win. You feel good about yourself. You feel good in your preparation. But yeah, that healthy team is
set for the opening kick. And here we go on Monday Night Football. Starting from the 5. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder back in 2017, Deshaun Watson.
Last week was the ideal showing for him and really allowed his offense to feed off of him. He elevated everybody around him. Just got to look at his stat line to see how well he was throwing the ball. 300-plus yard game, several touchdowns, tremendous efficiency.
It's caught. That's Mike Williams. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Second and 12 behind the sticks. Short pass caught by his tight end. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. Third and a lone yard coming up. Out of the gun, give to Etienne. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside and run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
So fourth down on heads, Braden Mann for the punt. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. Begins his return at the 16. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And leading them out to one of the league's longest tenured quarterbacks.
Sure feels like the bye week came at a perfect time for him and his team as well. Right smack dab in the middle of the season, giving everybody some time to rest, recharge mentally, and really get yourself energized, Kate, to attack the rest of this regular season, starting with this contest.
First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. It's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have second and 3.
Brings up second and 3.
From the 27. Ball's out of the pocket quick. And quick there. They bring him to the turf. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
This one intended for the running back. So that brings up fourth down.
It's now fourth
So
down.
many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. 65 yards on the punt there. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Out of the gun, here's Watson. He'll It's Smith in on the stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
At the 31-yard line.
This is hauled in by T. Higgins. Down to 10. He makes it in for the touchdown. These guys go up 6-0 here in the first. T. Higgins, the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And these guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Our home team, nothing.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Returning it from the 4. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The home teams and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And they've been willing to both call runs for him and let him ad-lib as he sees fit. He's top 5 for rushing yards by a quarterback this season. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 34. He's on the quick hitter. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. He gets 6 on that play. And it'll give him a 1st down. Throwing now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to 44 before he stopped. It's a great pickup. 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. He's dropping back to throw. That throw finds Komet. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
And he got real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Man in motion, out of the slot. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
You know, Kent, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Back to throw now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field. A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Coverage garbage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now outruns their offense to take over. They came into this game on a 5-game win streak and currently in control of what could be a 6th straight victory. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Watson. Throw complete to Williams. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Here's ETN on 1st down. Pushes him off with ease. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
That's going to be caught by Hall. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Good offenses, okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Working from the gun, Watson. It's taken in by Williams. They touch him down at the spot as we wait to hear about
Pass
this flag on
interference.
the field.
Defense.
So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. Watson on 1st and 10. Catch made by Hall. And they take him down right along the 30.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. They will shorten the pocket and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Cornered by Mike Williams on that throw. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3. Trying to get him with the option. And he's going to get this to the 29 before he stopped. Just 1 yard there. Now a tough call to make on 4th and short inside of field goal range.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
When they draw up these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that can tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
Buys time, rolling right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Connection made. Travis Etienne. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. That's the end of our 1st quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. 7-3 is our score. More of the NFL on EA Sports right after this. Time to begin the 2nd quarter, and we'll pick up with what's already been a lengthy possession. This has been a good drive, but it's at risk here on 3rd down. Here's Watson to the air. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
That is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Flushed out, and they take this the score. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys drive their lead to 11. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Here comes Williams on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The offense getting set to go. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Throw left side, complete. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
At the 38-yard line.
Running it now out of the gun. And he gets him around 6 there. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Back-to-back carries here. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be a first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Man in motion here. Throwing from the gun here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
9-yard loss.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Let's go now.
Receiver in motion, going left.
Go.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage. Set him up now with 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. No. No.
Looking to the air here. Gets out of trouble. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
To the sideline.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. Their offense running back out now. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. They've got first down from the 31. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys. I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Another try following the sack. This finds all complete. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Throwing is Watson. That one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
Can't cover it much better than really well covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that
comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Looking to return from the 29. And he's brought down before the return gets far. 58 yards on the punt there. And it's going to be their football coming up. This offense getting all set for this series. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Okay, you give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player in that defense now their fourth sack of this game credit, because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
Has some daylight through the 40. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Slot man motioned over. Play action on 1st down. Got in right side. A couple of few as he heads out of bounds.
A bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front needed to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
He gets this to Michael Mayer. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
Jukes with the defender, and he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Motioning him from the slot right. The flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. They'll run here following the penalty. Broke through the tackle. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
The game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. They go play action on 1st. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And he adds some yards to the pick before they bring him down. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Here's ETN to begin the drive. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. To the gun, here's Watson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jarring loose, incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Watson looking to throw. He's on the move. They'll make a big for it on the ground. And they catch up to him, but not in until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that gives them the first. We are at the 2-minute warning. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. This is ahead for about 5. Harrison Smith in on the stop. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5. From the 42. The grab and bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. ETN on the catch. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion or a premium in this league.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They're going to think this over before trying 3rd and 1. They take a timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to get it with the option here. And he runs it across. Touchdown. These guys boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Deshaun Watson with the touchdown. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1. More times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. If you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Thanks to the penalty, they'll kick it away from further up the field. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. The home teams and this running back headed back out for a new series. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. And losing by 3 scores, they'll have a final chance to take at least 3 off the deficit before halftime. Escapes the pocket. He's on the move. And he goes out. Just needed 1 more step to reach midfield. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that'll give him a first down. Throwing from the gun. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. To throw it on first down. Dumped off to his running back.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Second and 15. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to take this one down at the 25. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Throwing on 3rd and long. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he'll go down here at the 16. Just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Carney's kick is good. And that lowers the deficit to 15. We're at halftime here on Monday night. Now it's time to check in around the league. Here's Jonathan Coachman with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and the old quarterback momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. From there, let's get over to the Rockies to check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And as you see, they were losers earlier this afternoon. Aaron Rodgers, over 300 yards passing in the victory with a couple of touchdown passes as well. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Their offense taking the field now for the opening drive in the second half. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. On first down, they'll run. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
They send a tight end in motion. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Complete out to the right side. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
A loss of a yard.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed, when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And it sets up first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Man in motion, out of the slot. That one's complete, right side. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Thrown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's brought down after a short gain. He gets them the yard back, but still behind the sticks. Upcoming 3rd and 11. Looking for a throw here. Forced out to his right. He's running for it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And it'll give them a first down. Let's go. They're throwing it. Dump off caught by his back. The defenders are there to get him at the line. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. He's touchdown after a nice pick up there to get the first.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
They're going play action. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And they're going to have a first down.
They've run this 12-yard out route cave at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
And he made a bid for it. It's a good gain that's stuffed down at the 3. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Throwing off the play fake here. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Before the snap on 3rd and 2, they call time. Throwing from the gun here. Vacates quickly. And he carries it in for a touchdown. These guys cutting to the lead coming out of halftime. Just a great effort there from Brock to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young, Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
That one right down the middle. And these guys get it back to within 1 score. Return starts at the 5. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. This offense ready to get going again now. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They gotta give their defense a chance to catch a breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. It's a pickup of 11. And they'll have first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First and 10. Here's Watson. Short pass brought in. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. Creates space to take that shot downfield.
The right side is caught by Hopkins. And this one doesn't go far. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
First and 10 from the 41. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And they make this stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
At the 37-yard line.
From the 37. Mechanism holding out there to the drop it. That pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field in more than a second or 2.
What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Play action, it's Watson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Back to the air, Watson. Throwing the out route complete. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll run, ETN. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. Give him Jackson. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
The QB put it pretty close to the sideline to begin with, and the defender, again, just put his own hand right out there. It just encouraged it to fall out of bounds.
Watson has it, 3rd and goal. And the connection made in the end zone. Touchdown! These guys push their lead further to start the half. T. Higgins, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys lead by 15 now.
Our home team, the team.
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Here comes Williams on the return. And look at this return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The home teams returning their offense and this running back to the field. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. It's an option right that begins this drive. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll give him a 1st down.
When you watch the combine, you watch guys try to make this throw. Without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a...
Kevin O'Connell not happy with the officials at the moment. The challenge flag is
Previous
out.
play is under review.
We're all watching that sideline here, seeing where those feet came down.
And no matter what they rule here, Kate, that was an outstanding effort just to make the catch.
Yeah.
Now we got to look and see, did he get both feet in with possession?
Well, that didn't break out how they thought it would, and they're going to lose the first of their 3 timeouts for their trouble. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Let's get it left side. Avoids a defender. We've got a race. 24 yards on the play. And that'll be a 1st down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
He's they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, partner, I think this defense had enough. This QB has been getting out of the pocket and doing damage with his legs. But not this time. Great pursuit, great effort, and they're able to wrap him up for the sack.
The give now out of the shotgun. And this is only a short gain. He's stuck down at the 33. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense. This is a case of just get what you can on the way out the door. points and make it a hair closer in the box score.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Return starts at the 3. This return makes it up to the 25. The visitors and quarterback Deshaun Watson gearing up for their next series. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. Now get this drive started. First and 10.
Set.
Out of the gun, here's Watson. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he almost reaches the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that gives them the first. Working from the gun, Watson. On target to his man Higgins. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Watson now off play action. That's taken in by Etienne. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And a first down.
Out of the gun, Henry. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling the running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. To throw, here's Watson. Got Williams, and it's complete. And they make the stop, I'm going to say, at about the 37-yard line. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Juke the defender. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They've got first down from the 31. An option give here to Etienne. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Halfway to the marker, it's second and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. It's taken in by Williams. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Give them 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. They have themselves another first and 10. From the gun, Etienne gets it. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
On second down, it's Etienne. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3. Throwing now from the gun. This throw is caught. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have first and goal. Out of the gun, a give to Etienne. Runs it in for the touchdown. These guys make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Now we'll see them try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And these guys go up by 19. They put it a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Their offense ready to take the field now. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. Hits him on the out route. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. First and 10 from the 41. He'll throw it. Dumped off to his running back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Working quickly here. Second and 13. Brought in right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Nice catch along the sideline. Awesome body control to stay in bounds there. Ooh, but we've got a
Illegal
flag
block in the
on the
back.
play.
Offense.
So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. He'll throw it yet again. He's on the move. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he works this to the 38 before going down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Second and 6 now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it's third down.
And 6 yards to go.
They go play action here. Komet brings it in. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
Offense in the hurry up here.
That's
Back
another.
now, pressure on its way. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it.
Taken down
And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning. These guys hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Another try following the sack. He's got it to him yet again. That is cut. They need some extra time to think over third and long. We've got a timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Setting up a throw. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Trying to set this up quick.
A 4-yard gain.
Desperation time here on fourth. And he finds him in the end zone for the touchdown. These guys get it back to within 2 possessions. Santos connects on the point after. And his guys shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12. So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And they've got it. They've recovered the onside kick.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore. But he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag. Inside handoff goes to ETN. And he's able to this second down. They go right back to Etienne. And the struggles continue for him tonight. He's only able to get back to the line. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Etienne again. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. They'll bring out the punter here. Braden Mann will kick it away. And this is the punt you want every time. It bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. They're out and set, 1st and 10. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Put the body on the line for his team.
Offside, defense.
Offense liked how that play went, so they choose to decline the penalty. All right, one more snap to play here. One final shot here. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. And with this being their 5th consecutive victory, Brock, it's easy to argue they've been the best team in football over the last month.